Hi everyone, this is U.S. immigration lawyer Michael Ashoori, and in today's video I want to talk about how to go from a visitor visa to an E2 while you're in the United States. So as a quick intro, I'm a U.S. immigration lawyer and a large part of my practice deals with E2 visas. The E2 visa is an amazing option for investors and entrepreneurs, and it allows you to basically come to the United States and invest in a business or start your own business. And based on making an investment, you get the opportunity to live in the United States and to run your business. That's what the E2 visa is. Now, many of my clients ask me if the situation is that they're in the United States on a visitor visa and they want to switch to E2. And the first question is this possible? And the answer is yes. And I want to explain what that process looks like. Basically, the process is called a change of status. A change of status is when you switch from one non-immigrant status to another non-immigrant status. So for example, an example of a change of status would be if you're in the United States on a B1, B2 visa, a visitor visa, and you switch to an E2 visa. But the thing is, you're not switching to an E2 visa, you're switching to E2 status. And I'm going to explain that in a little bit more detail a little bit later in this video. But that's kind of an example of what we're talking about. And the main requirement to do a change of status is that you must be lawfully present in the United States in some valid non-immigrant status. You must fill out and file a Form I-129 with USCIS, and you must pay the required filing fees. And you must satisfy all the requirements of whatever status you're looking to acquire. So if you're going to pursue an E2 status, you must show that you satisfy all the requirements for an E2 visa. For example, you must show that you have nationality of a country that has an E2 treaty with the United States. You must show that you're going to be making a substantial investment, or you've already made a substantial investment in a U.S. business. You must show that your investment funds are at risk, along with all the other requirements for an E2 visa. I have separate videos that discuss the E2 visa requirements, but it's just important to know that to qualify for an E2 change of status, you must satisfy all the E2 requirements. Now, the benefits of doing a change of status to E2 are that, one, the whole process is handled in the United States. Again, as I mentioned earlier, the process is done by filing a form and submitting all the supporting documents directly with USCIS. Additionally, so the whole process is done in the United States. Another benefit is that there's no interview. Because the whole process is done within the United States, you do not need to go abroad and attend some sort of a visa interview. It's not necessary. The process is done through paperwork. You and your attorney work together to file a strong petition demonstrating that you satisfy all the requirements, but there's no interview requirement. And another benefit of doing a change of status to E2 is that it's eligible for premium processing. So the whole process can be done very quickly. So from the time you file, assuming you selected premium processing, the whole process can take as little as 15 calendar days, which is an amazing benefit. So now that we've discussed kind of the requirements and the benefits, I want to also quickly discuss some important things to know about doing a change of status. The first thing that you should know is that in order to qualify, you must be physically present in a valid non-immigrant status. One thing that you should know is that an ESTA does not qualify. So if you're in the United States on an ESTA, which is a visa waiver, you're not eligible to do a change of status. Instead, you would have to apply for a visa at a consulate or an embassy abroad. So an ESTA does not qualify for a change of status. Another important point is that by doing a change of status, you do not get a visa. Instead of getting a visa, you get status. Now, a visa is a document which permits you to enter the United States. But when you're doing a change of status, you're already in the United States. So you do not get a visa, you get status. The status allows you to do those activities that are permitted under that visa category. So with E2 status, you'd be eligible to direct and develop your E2 business. So it's important to know that you don't get a visa, you don't get that visa stamped in your passport. Instead, you get status. And another important thing to know is that travel is leaving the United States with status can result in forfeiting that status. There are certain very limited circumstances and limited types of travel that are acceptable on an E2 status, but the vast majority of travel outside of the US will result in forfeiting your E2 status. So that's another important thing to know. But overall, I want you to know that it is possible to switch from a visitor visa to E2 status. And the way to do it is how I've explained in this video. I know it's kind of a lot of information to discuss. I hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys got a ton of value from this video. If you did, please go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel. We're regularly posting immigration videos with a lot of very valuable content. And the best way to get access to all these videos that we're posting is to subscribe to our channel. So please go ahead and subscribe. If you guys have any questions at all about any of the material that I covered in this video, or about U.S. immigration in general, I invite you to contact my firm directly. If you take a look in the description below, you'll see our law firm's phone number, our email address, and in addition, I've included a special link for you to schedule a free consultation with our office. You can go ahead and click that link and schedule whatever time works for you. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and I'll see you on the next one.